Hey guys, I'm here at EFest 2016 with a man that needs no introduction. This is Frank Noll of Hobbyco. Frank, how you doing? Good to see you.
Doing good.
Yeah,
how you doing, Matt? Thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for allowing me to be here. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, we got a lot of airplanes flying around. Just got to keep one eye here and one eye out here.
This isn't really the official start of EFest yet. It doesn't start till tomorrow. The whole place is packed.
Right,
so I'm not sure how you let these people in, but they're in here.
Well, it's kind of like a mass entry. You can't really do anything about it.
Well, if anybody's going to do it, it's you. So the real question I have for Frank is, we want to know a little bit more about XFC. How's it going to go down this year? I know that you announced last year that there were some funding issues and things like that, but there's been some things that have happened this year, and I want you to tell us what's going on.
Yeah. After last year's event, it was critical. I mean, it was a matter of just being able to get people to support the event, or it can't go on. You know, I don't have an unlimited budget in my wallet, so it's not something that I can afford myself. So, there were some really strong supporters of the event that stepped up, and they have started a GoFundMe account.
Yep.
That is strictly just to support the event. This is not going in anybody's pocket other than just funding the event. You can go on to the XFC site. Also, I believe FlyingGiants has also done something. There's a page on there for it.
Yeah, we're working with you guys for coverage and support, and we'll deal with that at a later date. Definitely,
it's doing pretty good. We're about halfway to where we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
We're still looking for sponsors to supplement the rest of it. Right now, it's kind of iffy. I mean, it would be a gamble to take it, but we still need just a little bit more. I hate to gamble on something of that size and that critical with that kind of money.
And we're closing in.
So we got to decide something here pretty quick, like to be able to get preparations for it. So all I can say is, look up the GoFundMe site, contribute what you can. $20, $5, whatever you can afford would be great. So. If you've got manufacturers that you're sponsored by, or buddies that are in the industry, make sure that they get in touch with us and just throw a little bit at it. It doesn't take a lot, just throw a little bit at it, and we can keep this thing going. One of the nice things about the event is, you have the age group of the competitors is getting younger and younger and younger. So it becomes a breeding ground for youth, and it's really talented youth. I mean, these guys can fly. And it gives a chance for them to get some recognition, keeps them off of video games, keeps them out, gets them out of the house, gets some fresh air for one, and it gets them doing stuff that we love as a hobby. So let's keep it alive. That's all I can say.
Well, speaking of the young guys, we've got Cal here and his dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I want to also talk to about XFC. He said he was going to talk to me, so we're going to talk to Cal's Mr. Reifsnyder next, if you will.
Right.
And but I wanted to ask you one question, and I know this is something that you have thought about and decided against, but what about having the pilots pay an entry fee? Is that something yay or nay? Either way, I think a lot of people are curious.
I've been approached by a few of the pilots, and they said that they would be willing to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There's the upper level competitors. It's easy for them because they have sponsors that will help cover. Some of them are well off that they can afford it, but some of the young kids, their parents can't afford $200 or $300 for an entry fee to come there.
So you take a gamble basically, and if you do want to try to get those pilot fees, you risk losing a lot of your key competitors because, like you said, they're young kids, and they're not. And people aren't made of money, and RC, putting food on the table comes first, even though we'd like to say otherwise, right? Yeah.
Well, and whenever you start charging for an event, it weeds out some really good talent out there that maybe they saved for a year to get this airplane. They practiced, they're really, really good, and they can be competitive. But then you throw another entry fee at them, and then the mom and dad sitting there going, well, I don't know. It's going to cost us this much to get to the event, this much, and we still got to pay to get in it. It makes it hard for them. So I try not to use the entry fee as an issue to be able to generate funds just for that specific reason. Because I don't want to hinder the event by breeding new talent.
Right on. I understand. Well, hey, look, thanks a lot, Frank. It's always a pleasure talking to you. We're at EFest 2016. This is Frank Noll of Hobbyco. And you just heard a little bit about XFC. It may not happen. I think it's going to happen, and I know everyone's really looking forward to it.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
All right.
We're hoping.
So keep watching FlyingGiants.com for more information. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Check 1, check 2, check 3.
Check 4.
Okay, guys, so as promised, I've got Tom Reifsnyder here. Tom, your son, Cal, is no stranger to XFC. He is a great competitor, a good sportsman, and a pretty good-looking guy to boot, right? Yeah, takes after his old man.
Gets it from his mom.
Hey, yo! So, we were talking to Frank, and Frank had told us a little bit about XFC, how, it's struggling a little bit to get some funds up. One option that came up was charging an entry fee. Now, he said his piece about it, but you had something that you wanted to say, your feelings on the entry fee, and I'd like to hear about it.
Well, I know that we've talked to the top 7 finishers last year, and all of them feel very strongly that they wouldn't be opposed to paying an entry fee. I understand Frank's point, and we support that 100%, but what I'm doing is making a donation to the GoFundMe account. We just went to Tucson and paid $350 entry fee to fly in Tucson.
Yeah.
And everybody was willing to pay it. So I'm going to pay $350 to the GoFundMe fund.
Nice.
To help, if he doesn't want to collect an entry fee, that's fine. I'm paying a voluntary entry fee, and I recommend that everyone else that wants to see this thing continue do the same.
Absolutely.
Because that'll help fund it, and maybe down the road the funding will come from elsewhere. It'll pick back up, and we won't have to do that.
Yep.
But I mean, the effort that Frank puts into getting this thing done, just like looking at EFest here, the effort that Frank puts into the hobby, I feel we really have to get behind him. He loves that event. He loves XFC.
Yeah, XFC is Frank's baby.
Yes, and we love it too. I mean, God, we look forward to it. We look forward to it now. Competed in the last 2 years. We're really looking forward to it this year. So we're going to do our part, and we feel like whatever you can afford to give, you should.
Yes. Yeah. So what do you think? What is the GoFundMe page up to? I know it took a big jump.
$5,000.
$5,000 have been
and
donated.
the goal is $12,000. But you know what? If we get more, maybe we get more in reserve, or the prizes go up or increase. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, and Frank had said, if you're a sponsor, if you're interested in it, you can go through the website, become a gold level, platinum, or silver, and bronze. Right. Yeah. So you have multiple different levels for the sponsors.
And of course, the GoFundMe is more of a grassroots.
And if you're
from people because as well as I do, Matt, being at these events, you get hounded all day long. What are the results? What's going on at XFC? What's going on?
Oh, I know
XFC?
that. Yes.
So all those people, all of you out there that are always bugging Matt for info, $10. Make a small donation. You know
like
what
this
I mean?
guy.
Just a little something. $5. If all of us give $5, we're done.
Yeah.
All the people that are passionate about XFC that want to see the coverage on, Flying Giants and are just up your tail for info. Hey man, let's make sure we have a good one, an even better one. Because Frank has a lot of big things he wants to do, and without the funding, if he gets this funding really going, who knows how great this event's going to be.
Absolutely, and it could be this could be how it moves forward in the future. A GoFundMe for the regular people such as you and me, and
who can't
for the
afford
sponsors.
to be there but appreciate the event.
Right. And
it's like paying a $5 entry fee to watch.
Absolutely.
To watch the event.
Awesome. Well, you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. So
horse is something.
Yeah. Good talking to you,
man.
Tom.
Thanks
a lot.
Keep up your good coverage. We appreciate it.
Thanks.